Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Project Fev. Hi, Cross Watchers. Hello, all my Sebbies, my spiritually enlightened beings. Welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, I'm so glad that you're here again. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Sharon. I'm an intuitive empath, light worker. And this is part of mission for me, you guys. Getting out there on social media, sharing my story. I've started a new series called Science of Spirit. The next episode of that, you guys, is off the say. Let me just say about that, okay? So, premeditative for Taurus, because I'm just going to jump right into the reading. Remember, as always, that this is about energy, which we refer to as fluid. That's not entirely accurate, and I'll go into that, and we'll start calling it something different when we start to understand more. But right now we're calling it fluid, which means that it is also a misnomer dual, which means that it has masculine energy, feminine energy, and you can embody one or the other of those, whichever you tend to identify with, not resonate with, because they are two very different things, you guys. We're going to start talking about all of that in the Science of Spirit. So please stay tuned, subscribe to the channel so that you guys can get updated notifications when I upload those programs, those episodes to the channel. Okay, because it's like what's coming through. And remember, you guys, these are my lessons as I ascend and go through my mission and go through my process here and start to understand multidimensional spirituality. Okay, so as I get these downloads, we'll call them, as I connect more with who I really am, and more of that is revealed to me, and I have more and more epiphany revelations, evolution takes place, the rewriting of spiritual genetics. I mean, crazy stuff, okay? It's just crazy stuff. I'm sharing whatever my journey is with you. So these are not like lessons from the perspective of someone who thinks I'm up on a pedestal. No, literally not at all. It is literally me going, okay, this just happened to me. I'm going to share what I can remember of this, what I can recount, and Spirit guide me to share as I learn and what my experience is. And let me tell you, these lessons are a little bit behind where I'm at because they need to be. Of course, we have to process the next few steps to understand the first one that we took and understand why, because, you know, hindsight's always 20/20. So I find that more and more stuff becomes easier to explain to you, to teach to you as I go through the process myself. So gender fluid, meaning however this resonates with how you identify is how you should take the message. If it doesn't resonate, chuck it. Find another reader. There's somebody else that's your messenger, okay? That's what we call readers. They're your messenger on YouTube for this month, or another message is out there for you. I don't have your message, and that's okay. I'm not going to have the message for everyone in the collective and what's going on. I use a classic Celtic cross spread, okay? And when we talk about collective readings, you guys, we talk about the general energy that is affecting Taurus specifically most. And when we talk about love readings, it's important specifically to know what your Venus sign is, your moon sign, ascendant. A little bit of that message will resonate with you, but mostly your Venus. So find out what your Venus is and watch that video. If you don't know what your Vedic chart is, go to soulmatestars.com and use the Vedic chart creator. Okay, I have found that there are only a few Vedic chart creators that generate free charts for you online that are completely accurate, and Mars and Moon and Ascendant change very frequently, and they're very important placements to understand when you're talking about correlating that information with the channeled messages that come through with readers or messengers online, okay? So go to soulmatestars.com, enter your birth information to the best of your knowledge, and see what it generates. Take a screenshot of it, and then you'll know what your placement is for the different planets. And you can even get into the little north chart about aspecting planets and how they aspect each other in your chart, because that's also going to tell you about how this information that I'm sharing with You correlates to how that manifests and expresses itself through your personality, through who you identify yourself as being. You can actually get key factors or key signs and symbols of when your manifestation is going to actually transpire, okay? I'm saying this specifically on the Taurus video because you guys are earth signs, and particularly for Taurus, have the tendency to need to have some degree of control, particularly mentally. Otherwise, your anxiety gets way out of control, gets way out. And then I think what a lot of you Taurians are starting to come to the knowledge of is that you guys can be way off. Like, boom, how did I get all the way the hell over here? Where am I? You get lost. You guys get lost. And it's not malicious. You guys don't mean to, okay? Sometimes you resist and you push away, and the collective is moving forward, and you guys wake up and you go, hey, where is everybody? They all left me here, kind of like Sid, the sloth. No, they had no choice but to leave you there, Taurus, because when they were saying, come on, come on, come on, you were either sitting on the fence or going, no, 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 it's not the way that I want to do it, and you didn't participate in the collective. That's exactly the energy that's coming through for me as a reader right now, is you guys woke up to the fact that you are misplaced and out of alignment, and you think it's somebody else's fault, okay? So that's where we're at. You're processing through this energy. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Cups. Interestingly enough, this was in your headspace with your last reading. The last reading for the collective that I did for Taurus, if you watch the video, I'm positive, because that's what's coming through right now. Spirit is telling me Five of Cups energy was in your last reading, and you were thinking you were abandoned and you were left behind. Very victim mentality, okay? So here's what's going on. You guys are waking up to the fact that this is self-induced, self-inflicted heartache. If you've participated in a third party, and I do believe sometime back in February or March, for some of you in this collective that I'm reading for, there was a third party. You were enticed into that situation by your own design, okay? You guys have actively participated in this, albeit in your estimation, innocently enough, and the other parties are the ones to blame, because you wouldn't be acting this way if they didn't act that way first. Taurus. No. You want to know how I know? Because this is at the basis of the situation. You are deeply struggling with this. People who make the choices that resonate with them honestly and altruistically don't struggle through the energy of those choices, Taurus. That's how it works. So this is very much a one of these messages for you, Taurus, because you did an incorrect thing. I won't call it wrong, because everybody's moral founding is different, and you might not think sleeping with somebody else while you're with another person is wrong. It might not be to you, but accept that you're really struggling with it. So there's something off. Something way, 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 way off about the decision that you just made to include this third party. So, part of you started to pursue this third party out of pride. Okay, I'll show this other person. Out of pride. And what do we know all of the ancient wise texts say about pride? It goeth before a fall. Yikes, Taurus. Yikes. Okay? The most important aspect that you need to learn about this when you pick your head up out of this is you left yourself behind. You did this to yourself because of your choices. Okay? Don't shoot the messenger. Okay? If you haven't awoken to that yet, that's okay. You're still working through it. The devil energy is in reverse. And when all of these cards are in reverse in a reading, more so because you also have the World card in reverse in your headspace, you're starting to understand that this is a cycle of behavior, and you've seen it play out in your life over and over and over again. How is it that the same thing can happen in your life over and over and over again, only with different people? Is everybody else out there all bad people and you're the only good person on the planet, Taurus? You've looked up and now you're starting to see other people have functional relationships. How do they do it? Yes! Amazing! That's how you get out of the illusion that you've created in your own identity, Taurus. That's how it's done. So for those of you who are closing out this cycle and getting ready to transition, you guys feel like you've worked really, really, really hard at this. This is in the past. Okay, you're almost ready to take a knee and be done with this. Okay, you're working out of this energy of the devil. You're working away from the illusion, okay? And you're working towards your abundance. And remember, when we talk about linear, or we talk about pentacles, and pentacles come up in a reading, we're talking about linear abundance in this world, materialistic abundance. There's absolutely nothing wrong with manifesting this, desiring this, and bringing this into your life, as long as there's balance. So the Justice card has come out for you. It is a card of cups. Okay, it's representation of energy and how you channel that energy to manifest what it is that you truly desire to manifest. Now understand, manifestation takes place in a subconscious level. So telling yourself that you want something isn't going to get you manifestation results. You have to truly believe that it's what you want, not just choose it. You have to really believe it's what you want. So what do we have here, Taurus? What do we have here? You've chased after something and you've started to include another person, and as it turns out, this other person isn't what you wanted. You're, dare I say it, using this person as part of the plot to get back at the person you really want. That's so there's pettiness here. There's pettiness. But when all the cards are in reverse like this, okay, sorry, Spirit, you're right. I didn't finish making the point. When all the cards are in reverse like this, it's introspection. It's a reading of introspection. This is all happening inside of you. Nobody knows that this is happening. You haven't talked about this with very many people, if any. This is all an introspective reading. And it's also typically indicative that it's self-induced by choice. So you have participated in making the choices that have rendered this situation, the result of this situation. The universe did have something to do with it, but your choice is really what needs to be reflected upon at this time, because you don't have what you deeply desire. What did you manifest instead, Taurus? Because you don't have abundance. Okay, you may think you do because the Ten of Pentacles is here as far as how you're viewing the situation. So you may think you do, but you don't, because it's a third party. Okay? It's a third party. So you're not, okay, so this plan that you've hatched, is from the inspiration of the devil energy, you guys. There's no King of Cups here. There's no King energy or Queen energy on this table at all. Okay, so you guys are not embodying anything except a linear 3D representation of what you think you want to happen. Okay, so let's get clarification on the Three of Swords. I do think the Three of Swords. Okay, so you hatched this plan to include this third party. Okay, Swords is mental space. It's an air sign. So you may have done this with a Gemini, or you may have Gemini cusps in your chart. Okay, it also can represent Libra, but usually Gemini. Seven of Coins in the upright. Okay, Seven of Coins in the upright. Yeah, you like hatched this whole plan, not even realizing there was some element of it that was pretty diabolical. And now the only person that you hurt with it is you. And then this other person that you don't really intend to have any real feelings towards. Like, you've included another person that got hurt or is gonna get hurt. Clarify more of the Seven of Coins with the Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it just seems like you guys tried to hatch this big plan. Eight of Cups in reverse. Oh, you guys don't see it yet. King of Cups in reverse. Justice card is out again to clarify the situation. You guys don't see it yet. Wow, some of you guys don't see it. You don't see what you did. This total plan hasn't backfired on you yet. Oh, now I see why. I was wondering why Spirit had me wait so late in the month to bring you your reading. There's two other signs as well, Virgo and Cancer. So some of you might be dealing with a Virgo or Cancer, or some of you may have Virgo, Cancer placements in your chart. But Spirit had me hold off on doing those readings because I think something had to kind of play out. And I think that's what this is. You guys have launched some type of plan to pursue another person to kind of incite or invigorate jealousy in the person that you really want. And what's coming through from the universe is, sorry, Taurus, justice is going to be served. And this other person is not going to respond to that. All right, so let's do the devil energy and let's devil. Okay, you didn't follow your intuition. Okay, the High Priestess is here in reverse with the Three of Coins. You're trying to juggle a third-party situation and you're not listening to your intuition. Your intuition is telling you no. Your intuition is telling you that you got to swallow your pride and you have to come forward to this person that you really love and you just have to express yourself to them, and you're kind of doing one of these. I can't do that. I've got to launch this plan because then they won't know how I feel about them and I'll still maintain an element of control. And then I can tell them in the little bits that I feel comfortable with. So unfortunately, that's not true because you don't feel comfortable. You're pressing yourself with this Ten of Wands energy. So let's get clarification with the Ten of Wands. Oi, Leo. Yeah, King of Coins. You really think this plan's gonna work? You really think that you have methodically thought this through? That they're gonna feel jealous and then they're gonna come chase you and then you're gonna have your happily ever after. Wow. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm kind of floored that this is actually happening. Like somebody actually did this. Somebody actually hatched a plan to make somebody else jealous in order to inspire them to chase. And they think that they're going to get what they want by being underhanded and kind of diabolical and including another person that they're going to hurt. This other person is going to get hurt because that relationship's not going to work out, Taurus. Whatever that relationship is with this other third party, you're not invested in that relationship. Okay, so let's World card in reverse. World card in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this was all your ego. All of your, and by ego, I mean overprotection of your emotional self caused you to hatch this plan to draw this other person that you like in because you wanted to mainstay some type of control. You felt out of control. You felt like you couldn't control and you weren't able to manipulate control. They weren't responding to any of that. They weren't responding to your need to have it the way that you want it to, but you can't seem to just part ways with this person. Like there's something about it that keeps drawing you in, and you kind of almost go like, when they don't respond, you just kind of go, oh, fine. And then you come back and you try to play it off like whatever that was didn't happen, and for whatever reason, this person that you love or that you have feelings for, they're on to you, Taurus. They're on to this game, and I bet you that they have absolutely the Sun in reverse. They are so onto your game. Okay, so here's something that I didn't pull. Why didn't I pull the 4 cards for the partner? You want to know why? You want to know why I didn't pull the 4 cards to determine what the partner's energy is? Because Spirit is telling me that you'll just use that information to your benefit to refine your plan to get more of what you want. Unbelievable, Taurus. What are you doing? You are trying to manipulate this person into falling in love with you in the way that you want so that you can have control. Justice is here twice. 2 times Justice has come out. Original deck and in the clarifying deck. Yeah. So what you think you're going to manifest is the 10 of Pentacles. What you're really going to get is your comeuppance. Not only are you going to lose this relationship that you're engaging in now, but you're going to cause such significant damage with the person that you have true feelings with that you're going to lose both of them. So you're going to lose this plan A, and you're going to lose plan B. It's all going to come crashing down on you, and you don't see that yet. And if I show you what's going on with your partner, you'll just use that to refine your plan and hopefully make the foundation of it stronger for your benefit. You guys are off track, like way, way, way off track, Taurus. Way, way, way off track, Taurus. 10 of Pentacles. Did we get a flipper or no? Clarify, Spirit, the 10 of Pentacles. For cross watchers, you guys are so onto this game. It's like some of you have even said, this person's game is in diapers and I'm Jeopardy. Like they need to up it and get with the program, because if they think I'm falling for any of this crap, they got another thing coming. Yeah. Okay. Ace of Swords. Okay. So they are not going to get what they want. You know what Taurus is going to do? They're going to hatch another plan, okay? They're still not going to face the truth. When this comes out by itself, that is, it could represent coming forward and being straightforward with the truth. But because it's used as a clarifying card for this 10 of Pentacles, which is the way Taurus is viewing the situation, okay? This is the illusion, because the Devil's energy is here. So everything about this reading for the Taurus, as far as what the Taurus is doing and the Taurus decisions that they're making, is an entire illusion. It's all a setup. Okay, that's why the Devil is here. That's what's influencing this energy. And that's why this doesn't represent truth. It represents another plan, because that one didn't work. So the Taurus is going to go back to the drawing board. And Taurus, are you even going to consider who you've hurt as a result of any of this? The Justice card is saying no. But Justice is karma. And karma with the Sun in reverse is bad karma, if you want to call it good or bad or whatever. But basically, I mean, you're not going to manifest what you deeply desire, because you're not working towards what you deeply desire. You're not working towards a relationship with this person that you really love. You're trying to get them to come and do that for you. So you want them to do the work, the emotional work. Here you go, Chariot. With the Justice card. Ooh, it's gonna come, and it is going to come swiftly. And you cannot escape this. Like, you have started out on this. You want to know what you need to be prepared for. If you want to hatch a scheme Taurus, you need to be prepared for this. This is the hammer of God. The hammer of God. And I feel like this isn't going to be your happily ever after, but this is going to be the one that finally wakes you the F up. Shakes you to the core. This is going to be the tower moment that shakes you to the core, because you are about to lose the person and you don't even know how much you love them, because you're still caught in this game. That's what this says. Like, you're still caught in this game. So take this message and remember what it says, because when you wake up, you're going to watch this video again, or you're going to hear this message from somebody else or some other source. Yep. 9 of Cups. Here you go. Wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. 9 of Wands in reverse with the 6 of Swords energy. Okay, Spirit, what's this collaboratively? Collaboratively for Taurus. Yeah, you guys really think in your head that this is going to bring about your happily ever after. That's what you think. You literally think this. But the World card is here, and it's in reverse, along with the High Priestess in reverse and the Sun in reverse. These are not universal cards of luck and fulfillment, you guys. It's not. And with the Devil energy here as an influencing energy, no. No. You guys are way off. You guys are working from this place of the 7 of Swords in reverse. So all you keep doing is working through your illusionary identity, working through pride, working through overprotection of your emotional self, instead of following your intuition, which is telling you something entirely different. All right, so for confirmation, let's go into and dive into the psyche of the intuition. And Spirit, let's reveal some messages from there. What is going on? What are you telling Taurus to do intuitively? Okay. Different deck, Taurus. Here it comes. Guiding Taurus's intuition. $23. I have to read this from the book, you guys. I don't know this deck very well, and it's supposed to be that way. Just so that you guys can see that the message is authentically coming from Spirit and not from my intuition entirely, okay? So it's meant to be confirmation cards for you. So 23, which is a 5, the Dream Catcher. It says choice. One Ojibwe word for dream catcher means spider. And a dream catcher does look like a spider's web. You're trying to get this person caught up in your web. But that's not what a dream catcher is for. So the symbolism here is to pay attention to the message. It is circular to represent the path traveled by the sun and the moon through the heavens. Often given to infants and children, it filters out bad dreams or thoughts, catching them in the web, allowing only sweet dreams and positive thoughts to enter the sleeping mind. So the message that's coming through is, Taurus, you're not saying things clearly. You think that this person is doing this to you and you're a victim. You think that this person is rejecting you, distancing from you, because they will not allow you to control them. Because for you, that somehow indicates love. So when someone does everything that makes you feel comfortable, even though you're not entirely aware of how uncomfortable you are and how much you expect from this person in order to provide you comfort, that it's unhealthy. That's why the devil energy is here. Like, this is all unhealthy codependency, and you want to create a situation where it's an unhealthy, unfair give and take. You want this person to give, chase, because you feel like you've chased them. Okay, tag, now it's their turn to chase you. And then they don't chase you in the way that you want them to. They do, but not in the way that you want them to, or in the amount of time, or the amount of effort, or energy. Okay, because let's face it, if a Taurus really wanted to, they could lay in bed with their partner for 12 hours and do absolutely nothing else except lay in bed with their partner for 12 hours and be together, right? Like, together. Completely obsessed with one another. But that's not healthy for anybody, including you. But, you know, so it's obsession. So your obsession has gotten out of control. So the message here is to cultivate discernment and make sure you understand all the subtleties before jumping to conclusions. So this is choice, discernment, study, knowledge, and revised plans. So that's what I think is going on here. You guys have to work through this devil energy as the influence. And you have to allow your genuine altruistic love for the person that you desire to be at the heart, fundamentally and foundationally, of every decision that you make. It's okay to plan. It's okay to hatch plans. But to hatch diabolical plans that include somebody else to hurt them in order to create jealousy, and then, like, yeah, that's it. That's what I'll do. Like, what is going on, y'all? All right? That's like... And you think that that's okay because you really don't have, like, the same thinking as anybody else. It has the feeling of, like, revenge, and it's not going to get you the result that you're looking for. So what will be the result? What actually will happen? Knight of Coins in reverse. Okay, so this came out once already, and I put it back. It came out with the King of Coins, the basis of the situation, and now it's come out again. Knight of Coins in reverse. What else, Spirit? I feel like there's more cards to elaborate on, and we're going to get like a spectrum of things that's going to happen. So you're not going to get what you want. This person's not going to come for you, Taurus. They are not coming towards you. Six of Swords in reverse. They're not going to respond to your egocentric conflict that you're trying to create here. Nope. Nope. Okay, so this card is coming through because you think you're going to outwithlast them, withstand them, okay? The Angel card in reverse with the Ten of Coins. Here you go. See? 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Coins is the same representation. So you honestly think you're going to manifest this, like in the real world. You honestly think you are. You're going to literally make this person pay or make this person chase you. You're going to hold out. So apparently you guys are either in no communication or very little communication, or there was some kind of breakup. I don't think they dumped you. I think something happened here. And I look up the Angel card every single time, and I forget what it is in the Renaissance deck. Oh, I opened right to it. Look at that. Probably because I've looked it up so many times. But it's like the Death card. The Angel card is about resurrection and rebirth. Final reward or punishment. Ooh, Taurus, what did you just bring on yourself? This person's not coming back towards you. So cross watcher, you already know you're not going back to the Taurus, because you know this is a game, and you know if you go back to the Taurus wins, and then they get the control that they're looking for, and then they get the right, like you can see through the means in which they're trying to achieve this goal, and you know how hurtful it's being, but they don't. Taurus does not know how hurtful this is to include another person in this. Like, Taurus is so hyper focused on what they want, and they really do think, like they literally do think that they are going to manifest a happily ever after with you. They really do think that. They really think that by including this other person, they're going to make you jealous enough that you're going to run back to them. Taurus, I don't know where you got this idea. All right, so we've got the 2 of coin in reverse. Isn't it interesting how everything else was 3? And now, as far as like the manifested outcome that's actually coming, is the 2 of coin in reverse. You're not even going to get the 2. It's in reverse. And the 5 of swords in reverse. So this person's not playing your game. They're not playing your game, Taurus. They see the game for what it is. They see it clear. They see what's going on here, which is why they're not coming towards you, and they're not going to. All right, so advice. I feel like the advice, Taurus, you're not ready to get an advice card. I'm sorry, Taurus. I'm going to be in my own right, clairvoyantly connected with Spirit. I'm going to listen to what Spirit is telling me here. You guys aren't going to get an advice card because this needs to play out exactly how it is, because you guys need to wake the F up. And for whatever reason, you are being so hard-headed in this situation. Like there literally, when it comes to like the actual relationship, you're so focused on what you want, there's not a single cup on the table except the Justice card. Okay, so the person that's going to hurt the most at the end of this, Taurus, is going to be you. Prepare for that. And I know that I'm even getting like the, we'll see. Yeah, I guess you're right, we will see. I'm not saying this out of any pretentious ego. I'm just saying it's kind of horrible what I see playing out here. So the message coming through is for the cross-watcher. For the cross-watcher, here's your advice card on how to handle your emotional self through this situation, because Taurus is going to intentionally be extremely resistant, demanding, energetically. Okay, and you can feel that pull, okay? But know that this Taurus collective is not functioning, operating, or initiating any of this out of their love for you. It is all out of their desire to get what they want. Okay, so just know that it is completely out of their desire to be the winner and to get what they want and be the champion of the game. That's it. And once they win, then what? You can't go back to the paradigm where you regain control of yourself without causing significant conflict in the relationship and an upheaval in the Taurus. Okay? So basically what this is exposing the Taurus's plan so that you can see that this is not driven by love. Do they love you? Yes, they do. But everything that's happening right now is not because they love you. It's because they want to win. And understanding that difference, making that separation in your mind, is going to be the discernment that you need to make the decision that is going to be the most helpful for you to cope emotionally with this. Okay? And what's come out is emergence. 25, it's a 7. So what Spirit is telling me right now is Taurus has a 5, you guys have a 7, you're in the lead. So you guys are currently winning right now, according to the universal laws of everything in sacred geometry. Okay, so emergence. I don't usually encourage people to play games. I'm not sure what this whole thing is with Spirit, but apparently, Taurus, you're about to learn today. I don't know what's going on in this situation. I'm going to steer clear of every Taurus I know. I don't want to be sitting next to you when the hammer of God comes down. Oh, hell no. The frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. Oh, you guys get to sit back and just kind of be an observer and just kind of watch this all go down. Some of you have already come to the conclusion that that's exactly what you're going to do. Emergence can be described as the process of coming into being, the arising of something that wasn't there before. When referring to personal development and growth, the emergence of a grander expression of ourselves is often a result of extensive inner work and deep release. In order for real personal growth to happen, and you guys understand that if you've done the work and you've had the growth, you can look back, and part of the reason why you see this whole scheme for what it is because you recognized that you played some of those games yourself, and either in the same relationship before or in other relationships in the past, and you're kind of waking up to the fact that those games are so ineffective at generating true love. And you guys have actually reformed or transformed or evolved into beings of pure love. Like, you just want a strong relationship built on a strong foundation, and you just desire to have real love. You just desire to have real love. And maybe before, jealousy was a motivator for you, okay? But not anymore, because you've come into the knowledge and understanding or awareness of yourself, and you started to realize that that doesn't contribute to the happily ever after. It really doesn't. So in essence, even though you may not want to play the game because you see the game, if other people are playing the game and you have to play the game, be the damn winner, okay? Like, I know the preference is to not play the game, and I'm sure you, as you vibe higher, will meet people that don't play the game, okay? But if people play the game, play it better. Win. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Yes, yes, cross watcher. I feel like this is turning out to be a message more for you than the Taurus, because the Taurus doesn't even understand what's going on yet, which is kind of giggle, funny, not funny, funny, strange, not funny, haha. But I mean, just kind of like, wow. I'm looking at this kind of going, wow, they are so tunnel visioned into the vision that they have for what they think they're going to create here. Taurus, do you have any idea, like, if you were to transition your thinking into reality, because this doesn't generate anything but a telenovela, into reality, that you could manifest something significant with these skills? Think about that. Like, if you could just come away from the dark side of the force, because I don't know what's going on here, but geez. Not judging, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, you know, the plausibility of the skill is there. It's absolutely present. You guys methodically thought this through. You worked out a plan. You included another person, so there's collaboration. Like, if you were to do that in a healthy expression of your love, you would actually get what you wanted from a healthy expression of your love. But all of this manipulation, all that does is it holds down people who are unhealthy and willing to be controlled. And maybe you think that's okay, but your cards say otherwise. You're never fulfilled by the relationships that you create within this paradigm. You never are, and you know it, which is why you jump from person to person to person to person to person to person. And you think it's the other person that's the lack of fulfillment for you. You are participating in behaviors that are creating your own lack of fulfillment. It is your own lack mentality that's creating this and manifesting this cyclically in your life over and over and over and over again. And you're not listening. But I feel like this is going to be the most grandiose tower moment that you've ever had in your damn life. Like, seriously. This is going to be catastrophic. In order for real personal growth to happen, we have to be willing to let go of existing belief systems, frameworks, and labels that define and limit us. Okay, so I feel like what this is really going to expose is how deeply we tend to identify with our illusionary self, our illusionary identity, and unraveling or pulling at the loose string of any one of those characteristics that we believe are us, who we are. We fear it, like triggers panic. Okay, so someone who lives perpetually in a fight or flight cycle and like does everything from that nature, which is what I see here, like Taurus, you're genuinely, you know, you're doing this from a place of like authenticity. You authentically believe and feel that you've been wronged, that this person didn't, you know, do right by you, and you're probably right in that, except that your thinking is off because this is not love. Okay, plotting against somebody else and including another person, that's not loving the person that you're with. That's revenge for you being the victim. And anytime you subscribe to a victim mentality, you're going to function from a victim mentality. Okay, so this person didn't do it to you. You're just perceiving it that way, which is you identifying with that part of who you are, which is causing all of this. It's wreaking all this havoc. It really is. Like, it's just, wow, drama. Recognizing potential can take us on an exciting inner journey of discovery and integration. Oh, I was just saying that. That's another way of saying, like, imagine what you can do, potentially. If you can do all this from a place of revenge and resentment and victim, imagine if you changed that or Spirit, help me. How do I want to put this? Imagine if you transformed the veil from that of selfishness, self, to that of us, we. Anything that you do to yourself, you do to your partner. You don't want to hurt. So why would you want your partner to hurt? The person that you love, why would you want them to hurt? So when you start to view the decisions that you make from a place of discernment and a place of love, you realize that all of these behaviors are diabolically destructive. You are not going to win anybody's love this way. No. You might feel like the winner and that might feel good, but it's fleeting, which is why you go from partner to partner to partner to partner. Because you are never a partner, but you expect them to be. And the Justice card is here twice to address the fact that that's not going to happen anymore. Nope. From this place of openness and discernment, we can truly unfold and emerge as a new human being. There's that word discernment again, you guys. That was the other card that we got from the other deck. And here's discernment in this one. So this is going to be a process of both of you learning discernment and how to apply your energies into the situation. Now, Crosswatcher, you guys are woke to an extent that you can see the game for what it is, which is why over here your energy is saying, I'm not participating. I'm just not doing it. So Taurus, whatever you thought you were going to generate in this is bunk. It's bunk. The deep and rich blue at the core of this activation represents the drive for clear expression. The purple signifies the insights that come directly from our connection to source and that are now available to be expressed. And the yellows and oranges indicate the creativity and power with which we can do so. Here's what's coming through. Taurus doesn't know what's up, Crosswatcher. And even though I'm sharing this on their video, they're not going to be able to do anything about this because the universe is at the helm here. Keep doing what you're doing, Crosswatcher. Stand your ground. Taurus is going to come through and try to sabotage that. So if they can't win by exacting their plan, they're going to come through and try to sabotage yours. Be aware that that's coming. Recognize it when it's on the horizon, because I really feel like when they come to sabotage your plan, that's when they've gotten back in and have been the winner before. And it's a cycle. And it's up to you to break this cycle, because the Taurus is not woke. They don't understand what's going on here. Okay, sorry, Taurus, but I really feel like, I'm not laughing at you, but I kind of have to look at this situation and go, if you did this, then you got what coming to you. You got what coming to you. I mean, you seriously do. Like, I'm not the judger of anything, but I seriously am just like, well, if I were to have behaved like this, I certainly would not. I'd be like, okay, Karma, I know why you're here. I know why you're here. So it's only right and out of respect from the universe that the Crosswatcher hijacked your reading. They hijacked your message from Spirit, and it took this amount of time to kind of play out, because it was this video is really meant for the Crosswatcher. And I don't really know who the Crosswatcher is, per se, because you guys are different astrological signs, but you guys know who your Taurus is, and that's why you're here watching this video. So, if you want a personal private reading to elaborate any further on this, go ahead and reach out to me at ProjectFEVtarot@gmail.com. And you know, let's figure out what's going on with this situation together. Because damn, Taurus, damn, just damn. I'm like, I can't even believe that was the message that came through today. Like, I can't. When I started this, I thought I was being put off and on hold because there was going to be a significant, helpful message for Taurus. They had to go through something first so that they could learn. And while that might be the eyes of God playing things out, my eyes are looking at this situation going, damn. Ooh. Nope. Karma's coming for you, Taurus. You can run, but you can't hide. You can't hide. The blindfold is there, and Taurus, justice is still here. Twice. You're going to learn today. Rest of May. Oh my goodness. I might have to check in with this collective on behalf of the Crosswatcher and put up another video this month just to see where you guys are at. If this resonated with you guys, click like, subscribe to the channel. As always, you guys are always welcome here. Yeah, wow. I just am like, wow. I think I'm going to need a drink after this, you guys, because seriously, holy crap. Yeah, I'm almost afraid to touch the cards. I'm going to have to burn a whole bunch of sage after this energy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my goodness. You know what, you guys? We've all been there. We've all had that jealousy, that resentment, that victim mentality. We've all participated in that paradigm. So let's flip the script a little bit, because we all understand that karma comes for you whether you like it or not, because you've already activated it into your space and into your life. So here's what I want to do on the flip side of this. Taurus, I'm going to send you light and love. I really am. I'm going to send you light and love and some Reiki energy to the Taurus collective that this represents. Because you guys are about to go through a very painful experience. And although it was self-inflicted, and it's sometimes easy to be hateful towards people who do this, I think it's also important to help you understand that no matter how this ends up feeling for you or what ends up happening, you're still supported. Okay, we still want you to be part of the collective. We still want you here. But we would like you to apologize and hold yourself accountable, because we are a collective. And doing this to other people, this is not okay. At any age, as an adult, as a grown-up, this is not okay. Okay, so I will support your spiritual journey in light and love. And as always, you guys, after clicking like and subscribe and circulating the message, share it with your friends. Let them know what's happening. If you know somebody who's dealing with the Taurus, share this with them. Okay, post this out there. Let the message spread for the collective so that we can all be aware of what's about to happen. Okay, namaste. Thank you for being here, Sebbies.